weapons around so carelessly. You won't often get a second chance to strike.
What would cause him to run like that?
You can use stealth kills to create a distraction by throwing a knife, pushing somebody off a roof, or performing a stealth assassination.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majd for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salahuddin's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majduddin has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are 2 locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dai.
Don't foul this, Altair.
Leave, peasant, before I make...
Help! I need help! Please, anyone!
Spend your time teaching filth! Blasphemy!
Move! Stop this, please! You're
Shame in
hurting!
اغرب عن وجهي.
Geber kafir! Someone needs to end Down, infidel!
Maybe you have a
But you already lost.
This won't be too difficult.
Is that the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
Away with you!
Die, thief!
Help me! Somebody help me!
Die, thief!
Help!
You're a dead man! Pathetic! Me, while you still can!
This is men.
That man is a killer!
saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Pay for your sins!
You will not get away from me!
They lost his mind?
There he is! Don't let him get away!
What did he do?
Thief! You are filth!
What have I done wrong?
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Won't anyone help me?
Hey,
You're hurting me! Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it. What happened here?
so we murdered
God almighty.
That hurts. Happening money.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Stop it, please. You're hurting me.
Die, thief!
What have I done wrong?
اغرب عن وجهي.
Die! Your life! Then.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice. You're hurting me.
It's her thing.
Won't anyone help me?
Give a rejection.
What is that man thinking?
This is the
I've done nothing wrong.
Wait.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Oh dear, how could this have happened?
You're mine! How can you say, brother?
I beg of you just to help me.
How can one expect may God have mercy on your soul?
Won't get away from...
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Watch carefully, those around. Who did this? Those you think.
Away with you. You shouldn't be here. Be gone. Leave, peasant, before I make them. Pay for your sins! You can't hide forever.
He's going to hurt himself.
Take yourself from my sight.
Please, help me.
Watch carefully, those around.
Let me go.
Those you think you know so well.
rejection.
For none of us is above temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how...
Let me go.
You cannot live forever!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsunuz?
أنت تتبع طريق الضلال. سوف تموت هنا.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
My God! Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him.
What happened?
There is no greater evil than this.
Deliver a warning. Should Richard take Joppa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor. Die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no... Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels!
All darkness
They
in our
go
hearts.
against the will of God!
Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. But we are only human. We might falter. We might fail. Majd is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned to a proper course. Confess to him, and he will show mercy. But should you try to run, to hide, you will be found and made to pay. There is no harm in naming them, those among you who defy the law. We are nothing without our faith, without its rules and its direction. To defy it is to defy the one who leads us. Such behavior cannot be allowed.
the fight you want?
What are they fighting for?
Enough! I still breathe, so you must desire more than just my life. What is it?
You know Majd well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think he hides something, and I think you'll tell me what it is.
It's a veil. All of it. Men like me, we are meant to scare them. Fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans. Their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with. Works for, perhaps. I am uncertain. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative, addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Have your head! Yeah, you've chosen the wrong side. Yeah. You've chosen the wrong side. Yes. Let me live. Time to die.
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Majd men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I will be forever grateful, and share a very interesting story with you.
Don't tell me what everybody does.
I beg of you, just a few coins, please.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
I beg of you, just a few coins.
Get away with it!
Take them down!
Where is he?
I see him! You have no
Gel buraya. Gel buraya.
Leave now, or I'll make you.
Kenara çekil. Bir şey mi lazım?
What got him in such a hurry?
Why is he running around like that?
Why would he be in such a rush? You don't understand. I have nothing. No, you don't understand. I have nothing. Please, sir, have any money?
You are the best the clan has ever seen. Here is my story, Master. I was cleaning the temple steps. I overheard two scholars praising how easy it was for them to pass the soldiers guarding the entrance of the execution plaza. If you time your entry properly, they could provide a nice distraction for the guards. But I am sure that with your wisdom, you knew that already.
Can't you spare us something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Praise be Salah Addin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for.
He's going to hurt
the
himself.
The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back.
When will he stop acting like a fool?
Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution. Today.
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majd Addin parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
Hey! You look familiar.
You need something?
Take you down!
I will end your life!
This is Ned.
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
You cannot run forever! Death to the infidel! Time to repay the favor! All right, I see it. Get
A tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. south comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God, and must be made to pay! Everywhere.
He seems to be in a hurry.
Altair. I meant to meet a contact nearby, but the guards seem to have it in for me. Every time I leave here, I'm attacked and forced to flee. I'm simply not the fighter I once was. Would you be willing to see me safely to my destination?
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
I'll have your head!
Get
away with it! God!
Who did this? Leave now, or I'll make you.
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God! They must be made to pay! Everywhere
Filthy heretic!
Only suffering in their wake!
Keep away from the
We must resist! We must fight them in any way we can! I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this.
You're a dead man! Die! Now, infidels! You can't escape! Quickly! Stop this.
God! That man just killed someone!
أيها الكافر مت
Get him!
Filthy heretic! You'll never get away!
Good. I should be safe here. They won't dare spill blood in front of a holy place. In the chaos, I managed to grab this from one of the guards. Perhaps it'll be of use to you.
God curse the one who's done this! Where are you?
Someone! I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I bet it.
Leave, peasant, before I make you. Leave this place. Leave this place. got him so bothered?
What would make someone move so
his army of infidels. They go against
Damned archers. We are to launch an assault against one of Majd-Din's lieutenants. But we cannot do anything until the rooftops have been cleared. And I have no men to spare. Would you be willing to help? Just make sure they do not see you coming, or we will have to begin again.
Violence! Madness! We must resist! We must fight them in any way we can! South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor
now
with
and I'll
us,
let you live.
that he may grant us victory.
I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish.
Praise be Salah-ad-Din. He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
Odd. Why would he do that?
I'm starting to understand why Al-Mualim favors you. I assume you have been sent to deal with Majd-Din, yes? Then it might help you to know that he enjoys lecturing his prisoners before executing them. While doing so, he turns his back to the crowd. It would be the perfect moment for you to strike. Now, I must attend to my men. We have our own targets to deal with.
The Christian king and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay.
Death to the infidels!
Only suffering their way.
Why would anyone do?
I beg of you. I beg of you just a few coins, please.
What a strange man.
He's going to hurt himself. And when he does, I won't help him.
I am sorry, Ahmad. They came without warning.
My son? They have my son? What is to be done with him?
We did everything we could.
What is to be done with him?
He's to be executed. Today.
No, I won't allow it.
But what can we do? Majd-Din will hear no appeals. He says there can be no barter with God's will.
This is not God's will, but madness. I'll go to him myself. Where is he?
He will attend the execution. Perform it even. He enjoys the act. Truly evil man.
We have no time to lose then. Let's go.
He must be running from something. الأحمق سوف يصطدم بشخص ما. Has he lost his mind?
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
Please,
We must
just a
end
few
this
coins,
before
please.
it has a chance to be.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Oh dear. What is he doing?
How bizarre.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
Be wary, friends! The shaitan is everywhere! Watching, waiting! He tempts us all!
What news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majd does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Turn back now.
You have no business here. Leave.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear?
No, we do not. Never.
Then you wish to take action?
We do.
Your devotion pleases me. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice!
You've no right to do that! Who do you take yourself for?
And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
God curse you all! See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all! Temptress! Succubus! Whore! He goes by many names. God, slay the infidel!
Your work here is finished.
No, no! It had only just begun!
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way the people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
لا تدعوه يفلت. لقد وجدته. لن تفلت مني. لن تفلت مني. اكتشفوا مكانه هو. الطريق. سوف آتي إليك. أخلو الطريق. Thousands of lives are lost in its defense. Immense tragedy. But I say, this is an honor. To die in service to God. You must die. Fighting for what we believe in. لا نستطيع العثور عليه في أي مكان. Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should ritual take stop this man! No stopping him! We will march on Jerusalem next! We must end this before it has a chance to begin! Crusaders must be destroyed! Our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king Strength be Salahadin! He has crowned our strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for.
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Would Richard take Jaffa, there will be no... Stopping him! He will march on Jerusalem next!
We done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No, except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.